Hello, my name is Neil, and I welcome you to the fifth episode of the First Time Home Buyer series. Today, we are going to cover a lot of ground. I'll be taking you through steps 4, 5, 6, and 7 of the home buying process, which will cover aspects around placing an offer on a house you like, what happens when your offer is accepted, and also the pre closing activities. So, let's get started. Imagine that you have found the house of your dreams, or better still, a house that fits your budget and meets all or most of the criteria that you had set upfront. Working with a realtor, you would decide if you want to place an offer on the property. Depending on the kind of property and nuances involved, you may also want to engage your lawyer as well in putting together an offer on the property. As a mortgage agent, I will advise that you also include a minimum of two conditions on the offer of purchase. The first one being the condition of finance, and the second one being the condition of inspection. Some other common conditions are condition of satisfactory appraisal and condition on sale of existing house. That is, if you're planning to sell your current home and buy this subject property. Such conditions will protect you in case the lender doesn't agree to lend on this specific property. It could be for any reason. And you also find some serious issues with the property or inspection. Note that an offer for purchase is a legally binding contract, and one cannot back out without repercussions once finalized. So always approach this very judiciously. Your realtor should be able to send you an electronic version of the purchase agreement, and once you have worked out with your realtor, lawyer, and other professionals on the purchase of the offer and associated conditions, it is ready to be submitted to the seller or the seller's realtor. Typically, these days you would be using electronic signatures of submissions and any revisions thereafter. Once submitted, you would wait to hear back from the seller or the seller's realtors, as the case may be. For this presentation, let us assume that your offer has been accepted. Now let's carefully review all those all that needs to happen at this stage. I would say that this is maybe one of the most critical stages and usually the most tense period as well. Typically, the conditions that were placed on the offer need to be removed within 5 business days, and that's why the rush. So the first thing that you would do is go ahead and order an inspection on the property. The inspection is done by a licensed inspector, and the inspector would come to the property and do an interior and external inspect to find any visible damages. He or she would also estimate the age of the roof, the furnace, the water heater, etc., and indicate if and when these need to be replaced. The inspector will also include the issues detected in his report. In his report, you should review the same to see if there are any serious problems that you had not anticipated, and decide on your course of action. It could be you proceed as is, negotiate the offer, or maybe even decide not to proceed further. You should also intimate your mortgage agent right away once the offer has been accepted, and you should share the purchase offer with him or her. The agent will then work with a chosen lender to secure a mortgage commitment. Once all the conditions have been successfully met, you can decide to remove them and get the offer finalized. This brings the negotiations to an end, and now it's a matter of just working towards closing the transaction. Now, there are two parts to what I call as pre-closing activities. Let us first review the non-legal aspects of it. So as part of the mortgage commitment, the lender might have asked for some additional documentation. It could be to obtain the latest employment letter, pay stubs, or some other document. Work with your mortgage agent to address all such conditions, as the lender will not release the funds before these conditions have been met. One specific condition that the lender usually puts forth is about home insurance. The buyer needs to secure home insurance on the new house and provide the insurance binder to the lawyer. The mortgage is a liability, and default can result in one losing their home. So please consider protecting your interests using a life, disability, critical illness, or mortgage insurance product. I will be reviewing this topic in greater detail in one of the upcoming videos. I think it's episode number 7 to be specific. And I'll be speaking with an expert on this topic to elaborate further. So please do watch episode number 7. Now, it could also happen that the house that you're buying is not entirely to your taste, or maybe you want some modifications done. So do note that once you have you can also get a purchase plus improvement mortgage if you want to get this expense included into your mortgage. A maximum of $40,000 can be secured for modifications for your to-be house. So now let's talk about some legal pre-closing activities. Your lawyer will get the finance and mortgage instructions from the lender. I, as a mortgage agent, will be doing the needful so that your lawyer gets that information. Your lawyer will get information from the realtor regarding the property as such. The lawyer will prepare the mortgage documents and you will sign them at the lawyer's place, or maybe in this situation, it could also be done pretty much remotely. And you would also need to provide the balance of your down payment and the closing costs. Additionally, if you work with a financial planner for your investments, please do let him or her know about your latest purchase and also changes to your financial health. With this, we conclude this episode. I hope you like the content. In the next episode, we will review steps 8, 9, and 10, and we will conclude on the home buying process. Feel free to reach out to me at 647-904-5557 or email me at njoseph@mortgagealliance.com if you have any queries or feedback. If you found this video to be useful, please do share this with friends and family. And don't forget to click the like button. I'll be back with more useful information. Till then, bye.